to take you through a long jump lesson. We're going to be doing a standing broad jump, but what I thought would be quite interesting is for you to see what the world record long jump is. For men, it's 8.95 metres, and for ladies, it's 7.52 metres. I've laid it out in the garden so you can see exactly how far that is, about the width of my house. Obviously, they did that with a run-up. We're not going to do that today because I know some of you don't have that space. But we're going to be concentrating on just trying to jump as far as we can into a smaller area. So, what you'll need is a nice clear area. You could be in your garden, you could be in your hall, you could be in your bedroom, or you could be in the lounge. Anywhere where you can jump about 2 metres maximum. You'll need a start line or a take-off line and another line as a marker for you to aim to jump towards. Long jump is like an airplane flight. It's got 4 phases. You have the run-up, the take-off, the flight and the landing. We're going to take each phase in turn, starting off with our landing. We want to be able to land safely, and we also want to land so we're falling forwards so we get as much distance as we possibly can. So what we're going to do is we're going to start behind your take-off line. You're going to bend your knees, you're going to bring our arms back, and all we're going to do is we're going to try and jump forwards and land with our knees bent, our weight going forwards. If you fall back in long jump, when we measure you, we'll measure you from the nearest point that you land to your take-off land. It's really important that you fall forwards. So have another go at that. Again, start behind the line, bend your knees, swing your arms back, jump forwards and get that weight going forwards. Have several goes at that. Phase 2 then is our flight. What should we be doing when we're in the air to get as much distance as possible? Once you've taken off, you want to look to get as much height as you possibly can. So to do that, you need to really bend those knees, swing those arms and actually reach up for an imaginary trapeze that is in our pitch, or it's above our landing area. We're going to swing on that imaginary trapeze to get you further across the distance. So again, start behind your line, bend your knees, swing your arms. As you reach up this time, reach up for that trapeze and sail across on that trapeze across your area. So you swing, reach and land. Okay? Again, do that again several times. Swing, reach and land. Okay. Third phase then is our takeoff. We're doing a 2-footed takeoff for safety to start with. So when you take off, you want to get as much power as you possibly can. Make sure you really bend those knees. But most of your momentum will come though from swinging your arms. So really make sure they come back and swing as you reach for that trapeze and sail across your area. So bend, drive. Also what you're going to try and do is drive your hips forwards as far as you can. When you're doing a long jump that has a run up, you might be using a different technique in the air called a hitch kick, which is where you cycle your feet in the air, so trying to grab the air with your feet, which will give you more momentum, more distance. But without a run up, that's really quite difficult. So really think about, once you've taken off, pushing those hips forward. Last phase then is our run up. All we can do here is going to do a 1-footed takeoff. Alright, so one step into our takeoff. So you need to decide which foot you're going to take off from. Start with both feet by your line. Take one big step back from your line. I'm going to take off from my right foot. So I'm going to step forwards onto that right foot. As I bend my knee, I'm going to drive up, reach for my trapeze, and then try and step into that jump. So we're going to go step, reach, and land. Okay? So have several more goes at that. So one step back from your line. As you step forward, your arm's going to come back, step, and reach. Okay? So those are the 4 phases of your long jump. Here's your challenge. How far can you go from a 2-footed takeoff? How far can you go from one step into your jump? And then your third challenge, How many jumps does it take you to do the world record? How many times do you have to jump either 7.52 metres or 8.95 metres? Go away and have fun.